Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Sadique, and in this session we will look after the current affairs of 13th September 2024, and we are going to discuss many important government schemes regarding e-mobility, PM e-drive, and also electricity buses. Promotion. There is a scheme, and we also discuss Project Mosam. We had a earlier scheme, Project Monsoon, right? So this is a different scheme. Similar scheme but with a very upgraded details. And we'll also discuss one exercise between India and Oman. And yeah, we'll discuss a lot in this session. So let's get in quickly. Before that, a small reminder that if you're new to this channel, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also like this video. Okay, and comment if you have any queries regarding the content, and any improvements or any feedback regarding this sessions of daily current affairs. If you give me any feedback, then it will be more appreciative to me. Okay, so yeah, let's begin the session today. So first, we'll start with this Rangeen Machli, actually developed by this ICAR and SIFA fishing authorities, and this is in support from Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. This is regarding this ornamental fishes, and government support in this ornamental fishes production. And yeah, this application is used to design the to meet the growing needs of this ornamental fisheries sector, and also to provide crucial information regarding where is it available, and also to provide this linkage between the farmers and the aquarium shop owners hobby. Some people will have the hobby of this maintaining, right, this ornamental fisheries and all. So everyone will have this platform application of this what is this Rangeen Machli. Okay, so that the fish farmers and also the shop owners and everyone can collude here. So for that purpose, this Rangeen Machli has been started. It is under Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana from the support of that scheme. And yeah, it is also multilingual. It is available in multiple languages. Fine. So this Rangeen Machli is related to ornamental fish species. Okay. It also has this. This application is available in 8 Indian languages. Fine. Next, special campaign 3.0. Actually, this campaign was done before itself, but now special campaign 4.0 is going to happen from 2nd of October to 31st of October. Basically here pending grievances, and also cleaning the premises of that ministry, that institutions, and clearing the old files whichever are not necessary, like cleaning and swachhata is there here, institutionalizing swachhata and minimizing pendency. Okay, so yeah, to also to resolve all the grievances, pending grievances and all. So this is not for a particular ministry, this is for every ministry in the government. Okay, everyone will start this special campaign 4.0 from October 2nd to 31st October 2024. So yeah, recently this coal ministry emerged as top performer under the space freed category. Okay, so this coal ministry has emerged as a top performer in this special campaign 3.0. Next, yeah, this focuses on including public grievances, references from members of parliament to effective disposal of them. To clear them, to resolve them. All these public grievances and all. Okay, and also cleanliness drive, sorry, and disposal of scrap and weeding out files, whatever is not necessary, everything they have to dispose them. And this is also one kind of income to this ministry. Okay, like scrap, right, we can sell all this scrap in the market. So this also acts as an income to this government. Fine. Next, we have this PM e-drive, electric drive revolution in innovative vehicle enhancement. It's a replacement scheme for PM FAME. So this is for 2 years, and which is an outlay of 10,900 crores. Okay, this is to promote electric mobility. And in this scheme, we have subsidies, demand incentives, and we have also for e-ambulances also there is a money allotted, okay, of 500 crores. We'll look into details of this scheme. So PM Drive, electric drive revolution in innovative vehicle enhancement. This is under Ministry of Heavy Industries. Okay, and the scheme outlay is around 10,900 crore, and the period is 2 years. Okay, we have subsidy and demand incentives worth 3,679 crore have been provided to incentivize this two-wheelers, three-wheelers, and also ambulances, trucks. Okay, and e-voucher has been introduced here. What is e-voucher? I mean, that's how the subsidy and incentives come into play here. So generally what happens, uh, a buyer will go to a dealer to buy an electric vehicle, right? So while a buyer purchases this electric vehicle, the scheme portal will generate an Aadhaar authenticated e-voucher for buyer. Okay, the buyer can download this and submit to dealer to avail the demand incentives under the scheme. And further what happens further, this dealer will upload this e-voucher in the portal of PM e-drive, the scheme portal. So this signed, I mean, that's how dealer will get this incentive. And this signed e-voucher is necessary for this operators, like original, I mean OEM operators, they say, like original equipment manufacturers, right? They'll also that's necessary for them to get that incentive. So to claim this reimbursement of the scheme, that signed e-voucher is necessary for this OEM from the dealers. Okay, so that's how the in this circle they'll receive this incentives from government. Fine. Buyer, dealer, and then OEM or operator, they can say. Fine. This will be other authenticated also, so that see, you want me to repeat it again, or I don't know. Generally what happens, this I mean, while this buyer will purchase an electric vehicle, the scheme portal will generate an Aadhaar authenticated e-voucher, okay, for buyer. So the buyer can download this and submit to dealer to avail demand incentives under this scheme. And further, dealer will upload this e-voucher in the portal of PM e-drive. So so that the dealer will get an incentive. And this signed e-voucher is necessary for this operator or OEM, they say original equipment manufacturer, to claim reimbursement under this scheme. Okay, that's how things happen. Fine. Next, and we have something else here. Yeah, and also the scheme allocates rupees 500 crore for the deployment of e-ambulances also. Okay, and the scheme proposes the installation of 22,100 fast charges. Obviously, right, that is necessary for this charging stations. Generally, I used to think that now, see, petrol vehicles will get petrol from petrol stations, right? But this e-vehicles, they need to be charged. So we generally have doubt that where do we have, I mean, there will be very rare compared to these petrol or gas stations and all, right? So this scheme will help installation of 22,000 approximately fast chargers for E4 vehicles, and 1,800 fast chargers for e-buses, and 48,400 for e-two-wheelers and three-wheelers. Okay, so this EVPCS electric vehicle public charging stations will be commenced of 2,000 crores. Fine. So this is all about this PM e-drive. E-drive. My writing is not so good here because of this ad, right? So yeah. Next, PM e-bus Seva payment security mechanism. To promote the mobility of public transport, and that to a transport having with the I mean bus facility, so that the commuters can uh, travel with in a very sustainable way without any polluting environment at all. But here the concept also comes that where that electricity comes from. This electricity comes from whether this comes from thermal plants or whether this comes from a renewable energy source. So if that comes from solar or wind or any other renewable energy sources, then that's called clean electricity, they say, right? So then there will be a purpose of using these electric buses. If that so, or else if the electricity of these electric buses comes from this thermal or burning of coal and emitting of greenhouse gases, then there is no use of having this electric buses, because the other side you are generating so much of greenhouse gas emissions, right? So yeah, that's things. But yeah, if we are also India is also promoting more and more renewable energy sources, right? And we also have ambitious targets in this renewable energy sources. And recently we also had this International Solar Alliance conducted. And yeah, we are taking very huge steps in that way also. But yeah, okay, fine. And the major hindrance in this e-bus is that the initial payment is more here. Okay, first you have to invest more in this e-bus. So for that hindrance also there is a solution in this PM e-bus payment security mechanism scheme. So let's look into this. Okay, the scheme, it's to support 38,000 electric buses from this is the time period from 2024-25 to 2028-29. Okay, scheme also supports e-buses for a period of 12 years from the date of deployment. 12 years from the date of deployment. These are very important points for examination. Like multiple pointer questions will be there, right? Four or five points will be given, and then A, B, C, A, B, one only, two only, 1, 2, 3 only, like that. So for that purposes, these schemes are very, very important. Okay. So yeah, and yeah, 12 years from the date of deployment, the support will be there for the operation of these e-buses, and timely payments to operators will be done through the dedicated fund. And initiative seeks to facilitate adoption of e-buses by encouraging private sector participation. And this scheme will obviously lead to reductions in greenhouse gases. That's the environmental impact. So let's look into in detail of this PSM scheme. The budget is around 3435 crore, and the timeline and the scope is to produce the deployment of 38,000 e-buses. The timeline is 2024-25 to 2028-29. Okay, and the operational support will be there for up to 12 years after the deployment. Next, environmental concerns. Obviously, the scheme aims to replace this diesel and CNG buses with more environment friendly e-buses. Okay, and next, overcoming financial challenge. So yeah, see, it addresses the high upfront cost of e-buses and potential revenue shortfalls for public transport authorities. How? By using this gross cost contract model for e-bus, and they have to pay in a monthly payments. Okay, this public transport authorities have to pay in a monthly way, monthly installments. Fine. So, and if the payment defaults happen, then the scheme will ensure timely payments to OEM or operators through a dedicated fund. Okay, if the default happens, then also there is a mechanism for this here. So who will implement this? It will be implemented by CESL, Convergence Energy Services Limited, and also it will manage payments in case of defaults. This CESL will manage in case of defaults. Convergence Energy Services Limited. Oh, important here. Okay, and the environmental benefits, we know, it will aim to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and fossil fuel consumption. Fine, it will be benefit to all public transport authorities in states or it is that opt to participate. So this CESL is a government agency that leads the National Electric Bus Program in India. So CESL is a government agency that leads this program, National Electric Bus Program in India. Fine. Next, mission Mausam. Cabinet approved this mission Mausam with an outlay of 2000 crore for 2 years. Okay, and this is actually to for the weather forecasts, and also R&D in science, research and services, and to provide accurate information regarding this weather forecast. It will be helpful for agriculture, right? It will be also helpful to authorities to take upfront care regarding any weather cyclones or any floods, right? So if the so prevention is better than cure, right? So preventive measures will be taken here. So this project Mosam will help government or authorities or farmers. It has a very holistic approach here. Okay, so yeah, we look into details. 2000 crores outlay in 2 years, and it will be implemented by Ministry of Earth Sciences, and it is a multifaceted and transformative initiative to boost India's weather and climate related science research and services. So for in research and development and capacity in atmospheric sciences, for weather surveillance, modeling, forecasting and management. And we deploy here next generation radars and satellite systems with advanced sensors and high performance supercomputers for the sake of analysis and prediction of these weather storms or everything. For these prediction, accurate prediction and all, we need these high performance supercomputers, next generation radars, satellite systems, everything will be used here. Okay? And a similar initiative, Mission Monsoon, was launched in 2012 to improve long range monsoon forecasts also. I mean, it is a old one. In 2012 it was launched. And 3 institutes of these Ministry of Earth Sciences will implement this Mission Monsoon. What are those 3? IMD, the old one. We all know IMD forecast will be given to us. If there is a cyclone alerts we get, right, everything will be managed by this IMD, in India Meteorological Department. Next, another institute is the Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology and National Center for Medium Range Weather Forecasting. These 3 will implement this mission Mosam. And also other institutions are also there that support this institutes, like INCOIS, INCO, yes, Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services, and the National Center for Polar and Ocean Research, and National Institute of Ocean Technology. Fine. So this is about this mission Mosam. Okay. And yeah, we'll better equip stakeholders including citizens and last mile users in tackling extreme weather events and impacts of climate change. Fine. It will improve observations and understanding for providing highly accurate and timely weather. Okay, that's very important, right? In this scenarios, extreme scenarios, very important to give timely updates regarding this weather related events and all. Fine. Next, move to exercise Al Naja 5. This is Indian Army and Oman Army. Between that, it is a 5th edition. Okay. And yesterday also we discussed an exercise between India and Oman. If you guys remember, that is between what is that called? That is called Eastern Bridge 7. Eastern Bridge 7. That is also between Air Force, I mean air exercise it is between India and Oman. We also have another exercise, sea breeze, I mean Navy exercise, that is called Nasim Al Bahar. That is also between Nasim Al Bahar. Okay, it's a sea exercise, I mean Navy exercise. This is a air exercise. Okay, and this is Army one. So this exercise Al Naja 5 5th edition exercise, it's going to be held in Rabkut training area, Salalah, Oman. It's a biennial. It happens twice a year. Sorry. Biennial means Annual means once a year. Biennial means for 2 years one exercise will happen. That is biennial. And Indian Army is represented by this battalion of Mechanized Infantry Regiment. Okay. So there is an economy current affair. India's retail inflation is at 3.65 in August 2024. It is second lowest in the last 5 years. You can also see here the July report is also 3.6. So successively we have two low inflation numbers here. Now we generally have how much target as per RBI? We have 4%, 4% and plus or minus 2%. So it can go, it will be like minus 2 or plus 2. Okay, that should be in between only. Okay, that's the RBI's policy, or I mean by this monetary policy committee things, that should be maintained in this range. Okay, in this medium term range, that inflation should be maintained. So last year it was around 6.7% something. So because of that, measures has been taken by RBI to reduce this inflation. So that base effect is happening right now, and experts say that in this month again the inflation will come back to this 4.4% something around. So yeah, so this is important because this is the second lowest in last 5 years. So that shows its significance, and examination point of view also it is important. So you have to remember this 3.65% in August 2024, and also in July also it is less than, I mean it is less in July. Sorry, it is 3.65 in August, and in July it is 3.6, right? So it is less in July compared to August. So two successive low things happened here, low inflation. So the corresponding inflation rates for rural and urban, or for rural it is more and for urban it is less. The rural inflation is more and the urban inflation is less comparatively. Yeah, see in July also the inflation rate had fallen below the RBI's medium term target of 4%. And this is the second successive month of sub 4% retail inflation rate. Okay. Next, India's industrial output grows 4.8% in July. It is second lowest in place in financial year 2024-25. This is IIP, Index of Industrial Production, and it slipped to 3 months low. So India's industrial output grows by 4.8% in July. This is about it. A small pointer: Indian Oil to provide monthly scholarships and medical insurance to para athletes. Okay, recently Paralympic has happened in Paris 2024, and India showed some exceptional performance with 29 medals overall. And yeah, so for their contribution, and Indian Oil has gave this that they'll provide monthly scholarships and medical insurance to these para athletes. Yeah, Devendra Jajaria is also present in that event, so I thought it would be good to mention him. And Devendra Jajaria is the president of Paralympic Committee of India. He is pretty confident of next Olympics also, that we will perform so much still better compared to this Paralympics. Okay. So this is about it. Next, veteran leader Sri Sitaram Yechuri passes away at 72. He was a prominent politician, and he's a leader of Communist Party of India, Marxist. So he's a prominent personality, and yeah, so he served as a member of parliament, Rajya Sabha, from in West Bengal 2005 to 2017. Fine, he's the general secretary of this CPIM, Marxist, and he's also a member of Politburo of CPIM 1992. This is actually a old news, but I didn't cover in my previous sessions, so I thought to add it. Algeria joins BRICS New Development Bank. Algeria has been approved as a membership of this BRICS New Development Bank. This New Development Bank is of BRICS. Okay. So this is a multilateral development bank established by BRICS countries in 2015, and NDB membership has been expanded. Generally, we have 5, and Bangladesh and UAE added in 2021, and Egypt is added in 2023, and now Algeria. So overall, it is 9. So Algeria is a 9th member of this NDB. 9th member of. Okay. Okay. So we have. I mean, recently there are other news relating to this institutions. So we recently discussed a World Bank news, right? Amazon forest reforestation, World Bank, and for Amazon forest reforestation, World Bank gave around $225 million. This world's first carbon removal bond. You remember Amazon reforestation purpose. This World Bank gave a $225 million bond, first carbon removal bond. So I mean, I thought it would act as a reminder, so that it's very important in examinations, right? And anything else we have regarding institutions? We have what we have, and yeah, see, ADB also invested around how much? 200 million US dollars for solid waste management in India. Solid waste management in India. Okay. And we have also World Bank gave $500 million for green highways, green national highways. Okay. And we have another thing called, recently World Bank said India will take 75 years. India will take 75 years to reach 1/4 of the per capita of US. Okay, this is a very very controversial statement. Or see, if it says 75 years to reach the per capita income of US, then it's okay. You can say okay, but I mean, because our population is huge, right? So, but what World Bank said is it will take India to reach. It will take India 75 years to reach 1/4 of the per capita of US. Because the statement is very, I mean, controversial, but so this gains importance for examinations point of view. Fine. So it was mentioned in World Development Report 2024, the middle income trap. Right? That's the report called World Development Report 2024. So in that report it was mentioned. Fine. So these are some important pointers regarding institutions, and yeah, that's it. And Power Finance Corporation also took 25.5 Japanese yen or 147 crore loan from JBIC, Japanese Bank for International Cooperation. So we have another thing called PFC and JBIC also. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Sadique Explains. It will be encouraging to me. Fine then. Bye.